I have two Ford F-150 Tremors for 2025, but one costs nearly $12,000 more than the other. And in this video, I'm going to show you why. I borrowed these trucks from Larry H. Miller, Super Ford here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to ask for Diego. Both of these trucks are available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker on this one first. So here's some of the specs on this one. Be sure to pause at the top. And on this one has a 401A equipment group. And then here are all the options. So this one has the floor liners, mobile office package, and this one also has the tow haul package too. They did add the bed step for this one, and I'll show you where that is. Destination is $19.95 with a total price of $69,190. Here are the specs on the next one. The only thing that changes on the specs is the interior. And this is all of the options. So this is a 402A equipment group. And then here are all the options on this one. So it has that twin panel moonroof, floor liners, and it also has a retractable rear center step out back, which I cannot wait to show you because I haven't seen it yet. Destination on this one is $19.95 with a total price of $80,645. When you consider the price difference between these two, this truck is almost $11,500 more. Now, as far as the front ends go, you don't really see a big difference when you look at the headlights or the grille. Obviously, both trucks do have parking sensors on the front end. They have recovery hooks, but as you get closer, you can really see a difference in the bumpers. So yes, this is the 401A equipment group, and it just has the standard bumper. The only thing that's really missing is the valance on the front end. Let me show that to you really quickly. This is a non-Tremor truck, and you guys see right here, this is what you don't get on that Tremor. LED headlights do come standard, top and bottom. And you guys see your recovery hooks right here. These are going to be different from the 402A equipment group. So take a good look at this one. And then here is the other. So this is the top of the line. And this one does have a more rugged off-road bumper. This is the modular front bumper, and it pretty much mirrors what you've seen on the Raptor. And the good thing about this bumper is you can add the Warn winch to it. The only negative thing is it's like a $20,000 add when you add this 402A equipment group. So it is not cheap, so I would just skip it. Now obviously as you get a little bit closer, you can see that the recovery hooks are a little bit more bigger in comparison, and both trucks are going to have the big skid plates down below. And the other thing you get with this truck that you cannot get on the 401A equipment group, you can't really see it in there, but you do have a torsion front axle. If you don't know what that is, it's just torque sensing, and that's going to just give you better traction when going off-road with this truck. But as far as the front grills go, headlights, they're the exact same. I'm going to complain a little bit here. I did a video on the 402A equipment group. I really wish they would have added the projector headlights to this truck because it is a lot more money in comparison. Now obviously when I go around the truck you're going to see all the benefits, but I don't know. I think that would have been a nice touch to the front end of these pickup trucks that cost a lot more money. The good news for the 401A equipment group is nothing really changes on the wheels and tires when you upgrade. So you get the general grabber tires. These are all terrains. And tire size is a 275/70/18. So this is a 33.2 tall tire, about 10.8 inches wide. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you do get a fabric material for the liner, independent front suspension, Tune shock absorbers that have Tremor badging on it, and nothing is going to change between the two trucks here. Same suspension, same wheel and tire. Down the side here you have the high clearance steps that are stamped. Nothing's going to change there. Really quickly, just to show you the skid plates, nothing changes here either. Or does it? Nope, it's the same. It does look a little different. Hold on here. I might have misspoken. Actually, the skid plates, they look different. All right, so here is the 402A. And this is the 401A. So because of the modular bumper, you do get a bigger skid plate down below. So I would have never caught that had I not looked. See, from here, they look the exact same. But you only can tell on the side, so you have more protection down below. And I would call that more splash protection with mud and stuff like that too. Now on the side here your badging on both trucks. Nothing changes. You also have these vents on the hood. Also, you guys see the difference in your mirrors? You do have a painted mirror cap versus the plastic on this one. They also give you the lights, and both trucks have the 360 camera view, so you have all the cameras around the truck. Door handles are painted on both sides. They also have smart key system on both sides. Cab configuration does not change on Tremor, so standard bed, crew cab. 36-gallon fuel tank on both sides. And do you guys see right here? Even if you get the 402A equipment group, they don't give you a liner out back, and that is a big fail in my opinion on the 402A equipment group. I mean, just be honest here. And then here's your Tremor badge on both sides, and let's go ahead and see. Here are the taillights for the 401A equipment group. So you can kind of see right here, you have incandescent bulbs right there. There are some incandescent bulbs right there too, but on the 402A, you have full LED taillights. So yes, there are some differences. Now, out back, you have a painted bumper versus a more matted out one, which I like a little bit better to match that front bumper. And I'm sorry for the glare here, but let's just go ahead and go to the side. You see the tailgate? So there's the 401A, here's the 402A. So you do get the Pro Access tailgate with this truck. So it does open this way. And my first time actually seeing the step at it. How do you do this? I've never done it before, so there it is. Okay, I had it right the first time. So literally you can kick it down with your foot and you can just step in very easily. And once you're done, just kick it in. Also, this one does have the 2,000 watts of power, which does come standard. There's a little bit of storage right here. Not a big deal. You have the tie downs. And one last thing to show. This is powered. Okay. So if you want to kick it up with your knee, it goes up easy. And it had the workbench too, if you didn't notice. This is your more standard tailgate. This one also is power, so you had to pay extra for this guy. This truck also has the 2,000 watts of power in the bed, which comes standard. And both trucks have that function. Power sliding rear glass with defrost on both sides. Let's go ahead and talk about the powertrain next. Actually, I'm not done yet. Full-size spare tire. 373 rear with the locker. You can kind of see those Tremor shock absorbers right there. Nothing's going to change. They still give you that full-size spare with that 373 locker. This won't take too long because no matter which truck you get, you have two engine options to choose from. Standard is 5-liter Coyote, 400 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque. And the optional engine is in both of these trucks, which is the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. It's going to have 400 horsepower, just like that Coyote V8, and 510 pound-feet of torque, which blows that V8 out of the water because it has the twin turbochargers, 10-speed transmission behind both engines, port and direct injection. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. Here is the door for the 401A. You have that orange stitching, really nice graphic on the door, leather wrapping right here. Auto up and down front windows. No seat memories, no power folding outside mirrors. However, you pick up a few options on the door. The first thing you'll notice is the B&O speaker grille is now black. Seat memories, and you have power folding outside mirrors. Now as far as the graphic goes, nothing really changes there. I'm going to show it to you really quickly. Same, but here's something that does change. On the dash, you have hard plastics. Now, people ask me all the time, why does this matter? In time, when plastic starts to age, I feel as though it starts to creak and rattle a lot more so than having this softer material. So you do have that soft, I guess, vinyl treatment here. You can see that stitching up there too as well. Hopefully you see it better there. Now there are some hard plastics up here, but like I said, they're meshed together with some soft materials too. You also can see this one does have heads-up display. And did I mention that the B&O sound system is upgraded? You have the black speaker grills, but you also have 14 speakers versus 8 speakers on that truck. Here are the seats for the base model. You guys see right here, you have some leather and cloth inserts here. This kind of matches what you saw on the door there. No tilt headrest. You have a tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You can see it's leather wrapped with that stitching right there. But yeah, the seats kind of have the same texture right here, basically. But let's go ahead and take a look at the seats on the 402. The sun is not working with me today, so I have to show you the passenger seat. But you do have a 10-way driver's seat. You do pick up tilt headrests. Isn't that funny that to get a higher trim level, you get this? This should almost be standard, but I'm not going to be picky. Now here's a question for you. If you want to get the 401A equipment group and just get the twin panel moonroof, is that possible? The answer is no. You have to get a 402A equipment group and then spend more money for the twin panel with this truck. So yes, this is the only way you can get this twin panel moonroof in this trim package. Up top here you have auxiliary switches and home links up here too. This truck does have a heated steering wheel, by the way. Button is right there. Heated and ventilated seats, whereas the truck next to me only has heated seats. You also have a cover down below here. This one does have the wireless charger with the 2 USBs. And you guys see right there, you do pick up 4-wheel drive auto. So you have a 2-speed transfer case, the high-lock transfer case, as I said earlier. And this is not available for that other truck. Let's go and take a look at it. That sucks. So 4-wheel drive auto is only available if you spend $11,715 more. It gets worse. You don't have HomeLink. So even HomeLink is an option with this truck. And you just see right there, you only have the heated, and you do lose the cover that slides here. This is an option alongside of this here. Oh, let's turn the truck into session mode. So this is your, I guess, mobile office as they call it. Let's close this door. So yeah, this is your mobile office. And this was an option for $555. This comes standard on 402A, which is a good thing, obviously. They don't make you pay extra for that. So apart from that, those are some of the biggest upgrades up front. They both have the cover over there for the storage above right here. And as I said, on the outside, they both have 360 camera view. And neither one of them have the bed view camera. They both have a 12-inch screen right here with a lot of nice features. Let's go ahead and check out the back. See back pockets. And the whole back of the seat is leather, which is kind of funny. But yeah, here's your rear seat, 60/40 bench. Now you did have heated front seats with this 401A, right? You still have your 120 volt and 2 type C's, also a 12 volts right there, air vents. You can see those liners a little bit better out back. And for this side, pretty much the exact same thing except for the black speaker grill there. You still have that leather upholstery, obviously. Did you have a center armrest in that other truck? I don't think I saw that over there. Let's go check real quickly, just so I don't forget. No, you don't have a center armrest with this 401A. And you also don't have these outboard heated seats. But everything else pretty much stays the same. So as you pretty much can see here, the 402A equipment group, this is the first time in my life I can tell you strongly, unless you just don't care about anything I just mentioned, I would 100% get the 402A. The torque sensing front axle, the four-wheel drive auto, the Pro Access tailgate, the option to have the leather seats versus the cloth seats, and you get ventilated seats. It does actually make sense. Now, I did a video saying I wish they would have made this truck available or standard with a little bit taller tire, like a 34 or even a 35 from the factory, but that didn't happen either. Last thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys numbers on the door, and then that will pretty much end the video. This is the 401A, and these numbers aren't gonna change. Front gross axle weight rating is going to be 3,600 pounds. The rear is 3,800 pounds. Gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,050 pounds. The wheels, you guys see right here, are 18 by 7.5 wide. L6 cove for 373 locker. All-in payload is 1,503 pounds. For the 402A, as I said, nothing changes here. However, you do have less payload because of all the extra options this truck has. So if you do plan on towing a trailer, obviously the one behind me is the way to go. Now, I'm gonna say one thing. Because this truck does have the modular front bumper, and because you can add a front winch to this truck, I would have thought they would have increased the axle rating up front to maybe 3,800 pounds. Sorry about that, the train went by, but yeah, 3,800 pounds versus the 3,600 pounds on this truck. But nevertheless, I guess it's not a big deal. I hope you guys liked the video though. This was a good one for me because I wanted to see them side by side for 2025 and see if it's really worth getting the 402A equipment group. But for me, I wouldn't skip it. But obviously if you're on the budget and you need payload, this truck is definitely the better buy.